Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Actually, yeah, evening here. Here in Chicago, though, we're going to be taking off in just about 15 minutes. Going to do a quick turnaround here. About 10:45 is our scheduled pushback out of O'Hare down to Louisville here for United Express Skywest Flight 5941. Let's get inside here. Get things set up. Like, got some passengers boarding and stuff like that. So we're gonna quick rundown. We're doing a turnaround, so I kind of gotta things slightly differently. Get things going here. Got everything. All right, so let's go up here on the top board. We got our battery master on. We got AC power. Generators are off right now. We're gonna start the APU. Get some air conditioning for the passengers who are coming on board. We have our nav light on and our logo light on. Hydraulics we're going to set to auto. We're going to leave this one off for now until we are ready for that. We have our cabin pressure set to here 680 like we did last time at the end of the last flight. Recirculating fan on. Cargo air conditioning that on. Low for our windshield. Anti-ice. Seat belts are going to be off for now, but no smoking will turn on. Emergency lights on, and we actually do need to start getting fueled. On the APU gen. Oh, I think. Back here, I think this will give us our fuel. Today we do need. This is the same fuel we had at the end of the last flight. Flying from Asheville, Chicago. And right here we need 3,381. On.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi there. Just to let you know that we started fueling the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed. Roger.
Can't really get that middle one. There we go. Oh, okay, I guess we'll just go right there. Let's see. And we're gonna also set our payload on. There we go. Right up there. Our performance page, we got 43 passengers. No, 49 passengers. 49 passengers, cargo. We have 1,200, so we're going to put that in aft. We should be able to just load it all in aft.
Captain, fueling, please. Roger.
$49, enter. Our fuel from the aircraft.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
All right, so all the passengers are on board.
As soon as we have it, feel free to close the doors.
No problem.
All right, timing-wise, we are expected 4 minutes. Oh, that sped up. That caught up on me really quick, actually. We might be a little bit delayed. Because our alignment is taking longer than I thought on here. All right, let's get in and get our computer set up, and we should be able to push back. Hopefully not too late.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We're waiting for you to close in. Once the beacon light is switched on, we'll contact you to begin pushdown. Roger.
I didn't start the sim or our time up early enough. We're actually gonna be a little bit late, but that's all right. Let's get our runway here. Get our clearance. Get our flight clearance. Where they're gonna give us. No.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count, and the total souls count. Plus yourself,
I do enjoy
of
it
course.
Thanks.
Okay,
when this
looks
program
like we're
doesn't
all
work.
set to go whenever
When
you're
my
ready.
ATC thing doesn't
Okay,
work.
great. You can close the doors whenever
Every
you're
once in
ready.
a while it does that for some
Okay,
reason.
I'll let the crew know, and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
134.15, under 3324.
Oh, there we go. It is working. Just wasn't hearing anything.
Overhead clearance, Skywest 5941, gate, Bravo 1, request clearance to Louisville Muhammad Ali with information uniform. Skywest 5941, cleared to Louisville Muhammad Ali, runway 10 left, fly runway heading, climb 2000, squawk 6553. Cleared to Louisville Muhammad Ali, runway 10 left, fly runway heading, climb 2000, squawk 6553, Skywest 5941. Skywest 5941, redback correct. When ready, contact O'Hare ground 134.
Alright, so let's get the stuff in here. Said I didn't give myself enough time. The self-loading cargo. Well, that's alright.
Okay, clearance, Wisconsin 6193, gate, Charlie 22, request clearance to Kilo Sierra Alpha Whiskey with information uniform.
Darcy, Dregs. Great names. For our route. Very interesting how the routes, they have like all the same names too, for the letters. Ramsey, execute. So departure, runway 10 left.
Wisconsin 6193, redback correct.
Dex.
When ready, contact O'Hare ground.
Flight plan, performance. 33,000 for our cruise.
Wisconsin 6193.
Into the FMS. Got that. Feeds. Good. Execute. VNav, we'll keep that the same. Go to our performance page. Taking off runway 0 left. Calculate. We do have flex temperature 45. That in there. For our menu. Right side, we're just going to go on. And left side, we want our V. We'll just go legs. Here, direct intercept. Okay, so we didn't do all like the tests because this is again turnaround, so we don't need to do all those originating tests. Let's get our pressure 3000. Initial climb is 12,000 feet. Let's get prepped for push PSX.
Overhead ground, Skywest 5941, gate, Bravo 1, request pushback and start up.
Skywest 5941, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and start up approved, Skywest 5941.
Skywest 3137, contact O'Hare Tower 119.62.
Hello, Captain.
119.62, Skywest 3137.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
absolutely killer frame rate here in Chicago. Alright, we got our heading set, so we'll put that heading there. 12,000. Go through our checklist. Before start check, passenger signs on, pressurization 680 feet set, altimeter 3000 inches set, anti-skid test.
O'Hare ground, Road Express 371, heavy, parking 26, request pushback and start
Complete. Video a little
Road
bit.
Express 371, heavy,
FMS
pushback and
IRS
start up
set,
approved.
Geo nav aid set,
Pushback and start up approved. Road Express 371, heavy.
parking brake on, takeoff briefing complete.
O'Hare
Didn't really do a
ground,
briefing,
Road
so let's do a
Express
brief. Well,
371,
you know,
heavy,
takeoff briefing
request
usually you
taxi.
have all like when we're going to
Road Express
abort and all that.
371,
I'm not
heavy, taxi to
sure how
holding point
we'll be safe for that.
110
So.
center via Zulu 1, Zulu.
But I will give you a
Taxi
little
to
look
holding
at
point
our.
110 center via
our airport
Zulu 1,
here.
Zulu. Road Express 371, heavy.
Right, so there it is. We're going to be pushing back, tail to the right. Actually, we'll just kind of do a straight pushback, I think, from the spot that we're at. And then we will probably get Alpha out. I don't know if it's actually Alpha here in the sim. And probably get down to Lima or November all the way to Zulu. Or possibly Delta Delta for the takeoff.
On board
See what they give us.
3424, contact O'Hare Tower 119.62. 119.62, on board 3324.
Okay, ground, lot 3, heavy, runway vacated with Yankee 5.
Locking those pins there?
Lot 3, heavy, taxi to gate, Mach 21, via Yankee 5, Victor, Yankee, Victor 5.
Probably close our doors. Right?
Taxi to gate, Mach 21, via
Ah,
Yankee 5,
where's doors,
Victor,
doors?
Yankee, Victor 5, lot 3, heavy.
Ah, there we go.
O'Hare ground, American
Fuel chocks
46,
removed,
heavy,
and we want to do.
O'Hare ground,
Guys, see, we're kind of
American
misparked.
46,
It should be on this
taxi.
line. Kind of just.
Wisconsin 6152, continue taxi.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of go through, but we'll do
Continue taxi, Wisconsin 6.
push back, tail to the right.
Release
I get
parking
it, this
brake.
parking spot.
Runway vacated
see how it
with
goes.
Alpha 1.
All right.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
Release parking brake.
United 289, taxi to gate,
Commencing
Bravo
push.
11, via
All
Alpha
engines
1,
clear.
Alpha
Start at
1.
wheel.
Taxi to gate, Bravo 11, via Alpha 1, Golf, Alpha 1, United 289. O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
Goes our pushback. APU on, papers on board, takeoff data set, doors closed, beacon light. That's what I always forget is my beacon light. You actually should have been reading this checklist. Fuel pumps.
Express 371, heavy,
On.
contact
Go
O'Hare
ahead.
Tower,
Gravity flow.
119.62.
Cabin crew, doors to automatic, please.
Hydraulic pumps on. Parking brake off. Packs off.
We're ready. Thanks very much.
And
Pins
starting
straight
right
ahead, and
engine.
We'll see you again soon.
Cargo King 226, heavy.
O'Hare ground, Lindbergh 4480, gate, Charlie 22, request pushback and start
Oh
up.
my goodness. Oh, the stupid charts.
Okay, ground, Cargo King
Oh, I
226,
tell ya.
heavy, request taxi.
Cargo King 226,
Range for
heavy,
the,
taxi to holding point 110
into.
center via Sierra 2, Sierra, Foxtrot, Whiskey, Zulu.
Taxi to holding point, runway 10 center, via Sierra 2, Sierra, Foxtrot, Whiskey, Zulu, Cargo King 226, heavy.
Where is it going? Stop, stop, stop,
O'Hare
stop,
ground,
stop,
American
stop,
865,
stop.
runway vacated with Yankee 5.
Pushing us right into that other
O'Hare
plane.
ground, Alaska 409, gate, Golf 6, request pushback and start up.
Oxygen masks, life jackets and brace positions.
American 865, taxi to gate,
Set parking
Hotel
brake.
5, via Yankee 5, Victor, Yankee,
Waiting your
Victor.
Yeah, this is actually not the ideal pushback. Where we are.
Taxi to gate, Hodana 5, Yankee 5, Victor, Yankee, Victor, Alpha 8, Alpha 6, American 865.
Starting left engine. Generator 2 auto.
Alaska 409, pushback and start up approved.
So right here you can see the electric. And we got generator 2 giving us our going to the bus 2.
Pushback and start up.
landing, you will be instructed to get into the
Okay, ground. Alaska 409, request taxi.
Bend your knees with your hands over your head.
Alaska 409, taxi to Holding Point 110 left, via Alpha 12, November 2, November, Charlie, Charlie.
Brief presentation.
Taxi to Holding Point runway 10 left, via Alpha 12, November 2, November, Charlie, Charlie, Alaska 409.
There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
Unrest
United 714, pushback and startup approved.
We wish you a pleasant flight.
Pushback and startup approved. United 714. Okay, ground. American 550, gate, Kilo 18, request pushback and startup.
Does it automatically put? Oh no.
Okay, ground. United 714. Request
Generator. Air conditioning back on. APU can come off. Okay, have to start checklist. Generator 1 and 2 on. Ignition A or B off. Let the right packs on. Anti-ice. We got the windshields on low. Probes on.
Charlie, Charlie. United 714.
APR tested and armed. Electric checked. Rudder checked. Nose wheel steering.
Runway vacated.
Armed.
Alpha 1.
American
actually
550,
next.
pushback and startup approved.
Cockpit to ground.
Pushback
We have
and
good
startup
engine
approved.
start.
American
Keep it disconnected.
550.
Alright, taxi check. Flaps. 8.
Gate, Charlie 22, request pushback and startup. United 1232, taxi to gate.
Right
Charlie
there.
6, via
Flight
Alpha
controls.
Bravo, Alpha 4, Alpha.
Taxi to gate. Charlie 6. Via Alpha 1. Bravo. Alpha 4. Alpha. United 1232. Okay, ground. American 550.
Rudder.
Request taxi.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, ground.
Make sure we put our trim in.
550. Request
Point
taxi.
3.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
Okay, ground. American 550. Request taxi.
Wisconsin
Our
6,
status
152,
page.
Contact O'Hare Tower, 119 at decimal six.
Thermostat green is set. Thrust reversers armed.
Pin removed.
Wisconsin 6152.
Flight instruments checked. FMS auto tune. BTMS checked.
550. Request taxi.
United 1232, hold position.
Western Air taxi.
Hold position. United 1232.
O'Hare ground, Skywest 5941, request taxi.
Okay, ground. American 550. Request taxi.
American 550, taxi to holding point 110 left, via Alpha, Alpha 13, November 2, November, Charlie, Charlie.
Taxi to holding point runway 10 left, via Alpha, Alpha 13, November 2, November, Charlie, Charlie, American 550.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi. Skywest 5941, taxi to holding point 110 left, via Alpha, Alpha 9,
Hey, Mika.
Delta, Delta.
Alright, so Alpha, Alpha
Taxi
9,
to
Kilo,
holding
Delta,
point
Delta.
runway 10
Didn't get
left,
that.
via Alpha,
Or
Alpha 9, Kilo, Delta, Delta,
Alpha.
Skywest 5941.
9.
O'Hare ground,
Oh, he's coming out
Skywest
there.
5672, gate, Foxtrot 3, request pushback and start up.
Alright.
O'Hare ground, American 46,
Ready to go?
heavy, request taxi. Skywest 5672, pushback and startup approved. Pushback and startup approved, Skywest 5672.
O'Hare ground. Air Canada 522. Gate. Foxtrot 16. Request pushback and start up.
O'Hare ground, Skywest 5672, request taxi. Skywest 5672, taxi to holding point 110
Hi, Captain.
left,
The
via
cabin is
Alpha
secured for
12,
takeoff.
November 2, November,
Thank
Delta,
you.
Delta.
I'll get the crew seated and secured as soon as you give us the word.
I will.
November 2, November, Delta, Delta, Skywest 5672. Air Canada 522, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and start up approved. Air Canada 522.
Alpha, Alpha 9, and then
American
Kilo.
46, heavy, request taxi.
O'Hare ground. Air Canada 522.
And
Request
chart's
taxi.
not always so helpful because the taxiway is slightly different here at this airport in the sim. For the most part, it's correct, but there are a few areas where it's a little
Taxi to
off.
holding point runway 10
here.
left. Via Alpha 10.
So that's Alpha 8, so
Delta, Delta.
Alpha 9
Air
should be
Canada
right over
522.
here.
Okay,
Our
ground.
left.
United 511. Gate. Bravo 18. Request pushback and start up.
Alaska 409er, hold position. Hold position, Alaska 409er.
9.
United 511, pushback.
It looks like a
and
quick
start
turn
up
to kilo.
Pushback and startup approved. United 511.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
O'Hare ground. United 511.
Hope I read that
request
sign right. I
taxi.
don't think I did though.
United 511, taxi to holding.
Looked like it said kilo.
10 left, via Alpha, Alpha Niner, Kilo, Delta Delta, November, Charlie.
Oh, now we're on
Charlie.
Bravo. Alright, we're kind of.
Taxi to holding point, runway 10 left.
It was a kilo on there with an arrow, but we kind of flew by too fast, so we're gonna make a turn here. Just a little bit off, and again, these taxiways aren't even on the chart.
Request taxi.
So I'm kind of just off in no man.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi. Number 4480.
Right now we're probably getting yelled at.
119.62. 119.62. Lindbergh 4480.
Really confused.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
There's a kilo.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy,
That's
request
kilo.
taxi.
We'll go this way.
O'Hare ground,
Get
American
us.
46, heavy, request taxi.
I think. Yeah, I think that's the runway right there.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy.
Well, actually, we're
request
now
taxi.
ending. We're gonna end up on, I think, Lima.
O'Hare ground, Wisconsin 6.
We didn't exactly follow our taxi instructions.
Request pushback and
I mean, you can even see here how this taxiway.
Wisconsin
Let's see,
6145,
right.
pushback and startup approved.
Here.
Pushback
Taxi
and
lines,
startup
right
approved.
place.
Wisconsin 6145.
A little wonky.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
I think that's kilo right there.
O'Hare
Kind of on
ground,
Lima.
American
Actually, that line is
46,
Lima. If we
heavy,
were following that
request
line, we'd be on Lima, but for some reason that's taxiway over here. Just some
O'Hare
extra
ground,
random
American 46, heavy,
stuff
request
going on.
taxi. O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
There's kilo 3.
O'Hare ground, American 46, heavy, request taxi.
Probably gonna get dinged all over the place from a pilot's life for not riding on the. Probably also, and from self-loading cargo. Both of them kind of, they'll judge you on your taxiing and where if you're actually following the line. I have no idea how it knows that because
O'Hare ground,
we got Alaska
American
right there,
46,
and
heavy, request taxi.
Alaska, and I think that was a United all the way at the end. They're going to be taking off the full runway, being bigger planes. We're going to turn right here, Delta Delta, and get the short takeoff. Not as much traffic, but we won't have to wait too long, hopefully. Probably maybe these two planes in front of us.
O'Hare ground, American
Taking
46,
off,
heavy, request taxi.
And left. First time taking off this direction, I
Hold
think.
position.
Usually we take off to a
Hold
right.
position, Alaska 409.
Basically the opposite direction on this runway.
714, contact O'Hare Tower, 119.
And this is actually accurate to what the real world is doing right now in Chicago.
O'Hare ground, Wisconsin
Like the Hotas.
6145,
Oh, American.
gate, Bravo 23, request pushback
Don't run
and
into me.
startup. Air Canada 522, hold position.
Hold position. Air Canada 522.
American 550, hold position.
Hold position. American 550.
American 550, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. American 550.
A little bit forward to trigger the.
Skywest
There it is.
5941, contact O'Hare Tower, 119.62.
119.62. Skywest 5941.
Right before takeoff, check.
Cargo King 226, heavy,
Lights
contact
on,
O'Hare Tower,
strobe on.
119.62.
Have our taxi lights on.
119.62.
Another
Cargo
mess
King
up.
226.
Fuel cross flow
heavy.
off. Mission
O'Hare ground,
off. Flight
American
attendant.
46, heavy,
Advise
request
transponder
taxi.
TCAS
Skywest 5672, hold position.
on as
Hold
required.
position, Skywest
So
5672.
standby. 1 radar.
Alaska 409er, continue taxi. Continue taxi.
Other
Alaska 409er.
yes, checked and cleared. Just the lights.
American 46,
Bugs
heavy,
reviewed. Air
request
packs.
taxi. Wisconsin
We are ready
6145,
for
pushback
departure.
and startup approved. 226, heavy, line up runway 10 center.
Line up runway 10 sector, cargo King 226, heavy.
O'Hare Tower, Skywest 5941, runway 10 left, ready for departure.
O'Hare Tower, United 2075, on final, 09 right. Skywest 5941, hold position.
Hold position, Skywest 5941.
A little bit of weight here, Chicago, but
heavy wind, 0140 degrees.
good thing is our next flight, we're flying out of Louisville, and then the next one after that, we're flying out of Detroit, and then Birmingham. So next, what, 1, 2, 3 departures, we won't have to wait as long. Won't have as much traffic out of those airports. At least that's the hope.
United 2075, wind 0140 degrees at 10
Goodbye.
knots.
Goodbye, United.
09 right. Clear to
Alaska
land.
is holding right now. We'll
right.
see if he comes on.
2075.
Over here. Oh, China Eastern.
Skywest 5941. Line
Wonder
up
if they're
runway
taxiing
10
in
left.
or taking off.
Line up runway 10 left, Skywest 5941.
Cabin crew,
Alaska
please take seats for
409,
takeoff.
position. Hold position. Alaska
There goes
409.
China Eastern. They had windows on that plane, or was that a cargo? Can't really tell. Cool. Someday I will have an even more souped up computer that we can get better frame rates coming out of Chicago with all this traffic.
United 714, contact Chicago departure 126.62.
126.
Hey, runway 10 left,
United
check.
714.
Cargo King 226, heavy, contact Chicago departure 126.62.
126.62, cargo King 226, heavy.
United 2075, when vacated, contact ground 134.15. When vacated, contact ground 134.15, United 2075. O'Hare Tower, Skywest 3663, on final, 04 right.
Clearance, or am I just gonna sit here on the runway?
Wind
There we go.
014 degrees at 10 knots, runway 10 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10 left, cleared for takeoff, Skywest 5941.
Skywest 3663, wind 014 degrees at 10 knots, cleared to land 04 right. Cleared to land 04 right, Skywest 3663.
80 knots. 100. Rotate. Oh, why are we going? Hey,
Alaska
going to the
409, line up runway 10 left.
cheeky takeoff there.
Line up runway
Being pushed
10
to the-
left, Alaska 409.
It's always so weird when the wind, you're up, the wind is going to the right, but we're getting pushed to the left. I mean, it never makes sense to me. Every time that happens. I think we're gonna make a turn right away here.
Alaska 409, wind 014 degrees at 10 knots, runway 10 left, cleared for takeoff. Runway 10 left, cleared for takeoff, Alaska 409. Skywest 5941, contact Chicago departure 126.62.
126.62, Skywest 5941.
Skywest 3663, when vacated.
Chicago departure, Skywest 5941 at 4,400, climbing 12,000.
Skywest 5941, radar contact, proceed direct descent, Dennis file, continue climb 12,000, altimeter 3002.
Proceed direct down,
Cabin
continue
crew,
climb
you're free to resume
12,000,
duty.
Skywest 5941.
Climb check, landing gear up.
United 714, contact Chicago
Flaps
Center,
up.
128
Fuel cross flow
5.
auto. APU leads on.
128.5. United
Leads on.
714.
Set. Lights and passenger signs required. Turn off the taxi lights for now. Thrust reverser off. PAS checked. No messages. Basically nice and overcast as it was all day in the area.
Cargo King 226, heavy, contact Chicago Center, 128.5.
128.5. Cargo King 226. Heavy.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Really struggling to load here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes cigarettes.
Landing lights off over 10,000 feet.
Offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major
Speed up to
currencies.
290 knots for the climb.
The correct change will be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
Guys,
Chicago departure, Alaska 409
That's
at
about what alert was.
2,800, climbing 12,000. Alaska 409, radar contact, fly heading 095, continue climb 12,000, altimeter 3002. Fly heading 095, continue climb 12,000, Alaska 409.
just over the ceiling.
Skywest 5941, contact Chicago Center 128.5.
Chicago Center is going to give us
128.5. Skywest 5941.
clearance a little bit further up.
Alaska 409, proceed direct Victor.
Chicago Center, Skywest 5941. Inbound dent at 11,800.
Skywest 5941, radar contact, proceed direct dent, then as filed, continue climb flight level 330.
Proceed direct dent. Continue climb flight level 330. Skywest 5941.
Skywest 5517, turn left heading 2905. Left heading 295, Skywest 5517.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving sandwiches.
I got 33,000 in, flight level 330. Turn the big belt signs on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight.
Skywest 5517, contact Chicago approach 133.62. 133.62, Skywest 5517. Southwest 1051, fly heading 280, descend 2,400. Fly heading 280, descend 2400, Southwest 1051. Southwest 3114, cleared Bagel Pen 5, arrival. Cleared Bagel Pen 5, arrival, Southwest 3114. Chicago Center, Alaska 409er, at Buga, at 11,000, climbing 12,000. Southwest 1051, turn right heading 300. Right heading 300, Southwest 1051. Alaska 409er, radar contact, proceed direct Victor November Tango Golf Echo, then as filed, continue climb flight level 330. Proceed direct Buga, continue climb flight level 330, Alaska 409er. Southwest 2127, cleared Bagel Pen 5, arrival.
Cleared Bagel Tank 5, arrival, Southwest 2127.
United 2347, cleared India Romeo Kilo, 26, arrival. Cleared India Romeo Kilo, 26, arrival, United 2347. United 1757, cleared CHMPN 67, arrival. Cleared CHMPN 57, arrival, United 1757. Chicago Center, Southwest 2564, size 2, departure at 10,800, climbing 12,000.
Starting on in-flight moving. If you require headphones,
Southwest 2564, radar contact, proceed direct Charlie Oscar Kilo Echo Delta, then as filed, continue climb flight level 330.
Channel 11 on the in-flight entertainment.
Proceed direct coast, continue climb flight level 330, Southwest 2564. Southwest 3114, fly heading 280, descend 2,400. Fly heading 280, descend 2,400, Southwest 3114. 774, proceed direct Mac. Proceed direct Mac, Sun Country 74.
Chicago Center, American 550, inbound traffic, 10,600, climb 12,000.
Southwest 1051, contact Chicago approach, 128.2. 128.2, Southwest 1051. Southwest 3114, turn right heading 300. Right heading 300, Southwest 3114. American 550, radar contact, proceed direct North Alpha Tango Yankee, then as filed, continue climb flight level 330.
Proceed direct traffic, continue climb flight level 330, American 550.
Chicago.
Alright, so right below us, Kind of looking at the Illinois, that was like the Illinois-Indiana border, not much out here. Might be able to see, I don't know if we'll be able to see Indianapolis that direction, the way we were, that's the way we were looking. Oh no, we're kind of looking off the other direction. We're looking into Illinois when we're outside the plane. That's looking off into Illinois. If we flip the camera around slowly, look at those clouds. I love it when there's clouds because it just makes everything feel so 3D. Really have a sense of depth. Hey Austin! It's going well. Pretty well. This week was kind of busy and rainy and miserable weather. And I don't know, I just felt frustrated all week for some reason. It's just really easy to quick to snap. Now we're looking towards Indianapolis or Indiana. Indianapolis a little bit down there probably. Well, there you go, 2 weeks. How was that? How was 2 weeks in California? How was that? You had fun? Where'd you go? Where'd you go in California? Alright, we're all just about to cruise. Turn the speed down to 0.74. Go back on the throttle. Again, just not a lot to see on these flights this time, right about now, with all the cloud cover. Obviously, once we break the clouds and into Louisville,
Continue descent 400, Southwest 1329.
and the frame rate just really isn't picking up. I think I'm wondering if part of that's because I am streaming the Twitch and YouTube and recording the stream as well right to my computer, so I can upload it at a better quality later. It might be too much, and I might have to just kind of stop doing that, or I mean, really, I don't need to do that. If with Twitch, it comes out pretty good, and I can always port that over to YouTube. I don't know. I'll have to do a flight here where I don't do it again, see if the frame rate. I don't know if it's just because we're in the Chicago area. There's just a lot of planes. I mean, my computer is using almost as much of my CPU is going to Microsoft Flight Simulator as it is going to FS HUD ATC, which is controlling all the traffic. And so it's pretty intense, especially in Chicago area. Austin saw family, Knott's Berry Farm. I think you mentioned Knott's Berry Farm, if that was you. I know someone in Knott's Berry Farm. World, beach, medieval times. Cool. Sounds like fun. Yeah, we haven't been, I've been out to Los Angeles, but we haven't as a family yet, so someday. Got a few other things going on that I'm working towards in this next year. Hopefully to start working towards becoming a professional pilot. Plan with that is we're gonna well, hopefully I can get into the flight school I want, get a date, and then basically the month before I start at that, we're gonna fly over to China via Taiwan. Those are the cheapest tickets going in through Taiwan. Go to China, visit family there, and then my wife and son will stay there with her family for maybe up to a year, which that'll be hard, but it'll also allow me to focus on flight school and get get my arms around that, and then also being able to rent out our house, and yeah, but we'll be able to rent out our house and obviously cut costs, because with that kind of flight school, you can't really work. It's just a 7, 8, 9 intense months. Yeah, that'll be hard, so we'll see what happens. All right, we just got
Expect Ramsey Cruiser 5, arrival, ILS, approach, runway 35 right, report when ready for descent, Skywest 5941.
Alright, so we got ILS. Alright, ILS approach. 35 right. What do we got? Prison 5. Ramsey. Looks like we just got vectors for the ILS transition. That. Check out the legs.
Southwest 3567, turn right heading 155.
On V, on Ramsey, you see Susie there.
Southwest 3567.
We have no discontinuities.
Southwest
Right there, so
3567,
let's go.
continue descent 2400. Continue descent 2400, Southwest 3567. Alaska 25, contact Indianapolis Central 128.3.
Well, to get the commercial, depends on what you mean by fly commercial. Like, do you mean, fly airlines? Well, to do airlines, you need to have 1,500 hours. So you come out of the program ATP flight school, you should be around maybe 250 hours at that point. But at that point you do have your commercial license, so you can get paying jobs. It won't be with the airlines, but you could theoretically get in with if you networked good and you just meet the right people. You could theoretically get in with like a corporate kind of thing, like a private owner, or a small company with a corporate jet. Could get in there. Highly unlikely, but I've heard some people who have done that. They've gotten in 250, 300 hours, and they did a little bit of CFI, a little bit of flight instructing, and then were offered a gig from someone they knew in corporate, and now they're flying corporate, making really good money, especially for someone with so few hours, and building their way to 1,500, where then the airlines are going to be just trying to snap them up and pull them away. So, 1,500 hours. So basically, the game plan, usually the way it works, especially with ATP flight school, is you go. They say it's 7 months. I've been hearing a lot of people saying it really takes about a year. So a year of training to get through all the certificates, private, instrument, commercial, multi-engine, CFI, CFI2, or CFI-I, which is Certified Flight Instructor for Instruments. I think you also get the CFI multi-engine as well. I think they get you through that. They get you everything, so you're pretty much loaded with all the certificates. And then you just have to build hours, and so you might get hired by ATP, be a flight instructor. You can go somewhere else, be a flight instructor. Or you can go get low-hour jobs like mapping or monitoring oil lines, like pipelines, flying skydivers, doing sightseeing kind of stuff. But those don't pay a ton, but it's kind of, for a year or two, you're building up that time, and hopefully you can do it within a year or two, because, it's not a lot of money early on. Going to start descending.
Contact Indianapolis approach 124.65. 124.65. Brickyard 3707.
But yeah, once you have your commercial certification, you can earn money. So you could fly. I mean, you could do anything. You get, you could possibly get like a flying cargo, flying in the Caravans or King Air or something like that. Again, low money, but you're building hours. That's kind of the goal, and you're flying. I mean, again, I think that's, from everyone I've heard. I mean, and the way the landscape is, the way the job market is now, is that there's such a demand at the airlines for pilots, especially like the regional airlines, aware that because they're getting all their pilots getting pulled to the majors, to the big guys, the Uniteds, the Americans, Deltas. So the regionals are just scooping up anyone they can get who has the 1,500 hours. And once you get close to 1,500 hours, you're just getting inundated with Skywest and Envoy and all these guys saying, hey, come over, we'll offer you this. And these regionals now are paying, almost $100,000. In your first year, you can make almost $100,000. Once you get that 1,500 hours, once you're able to fly, you have your ATP and you can fly for an airline. And it used to not be like that. It used to be, get to the regionals, you're maybe making $20,000 a year. And so, you got these guys, 10, 15, 20 years in, and they're looking at it and going, wow, these guys, all these kids coming in now, these people coming in now, they're so lucky because it's just the best time to come in with all the money that's flying around. And so, a few years of, tightening the belt, but then once you get to the the regionals, it's like you're making some pretty good money, and then it just only goes up from there. So, yeah, it's going to be hard. Well, I've been kind of, I went on that Discovery flight back in May and kind of just been taking my time. It's like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? Okay, what do we got to do? Went for my FAA physical medical examination this past Monday. Have one little issue that I got to clean up, so I just got to go to the doctor and make sure that I have a little thing going on with my skin. Might be psoriasis, so I've been dealing with it for a few years, but I don't think it's actually that serious. And it's really weird because like psoriasis is like a level 2 risk or whatever for the FAA, which is higher. Like level 1 includes things like high blood pressure and stuff like that. And it's like, this skin little issue is like, oh, this is a level 2 risk. We need to give you a special permission to be able to fly and clear your medical. And it's like, it's kind of weird to me because it's like, it doesn't really affect me at all except for some dry skin, but we'll see what it actually is with the doctor this Monday, and hopefully get that cleared up. The AME, the Airman Medical Examiner, he's holding on to the, he has 2 weeks before he has to submit my exam. So if my doctor's sends him the information and says, yeah, this is nothing serious, he'll be able to go, oh yeah, it's nothing, and then the FAA completely clean bill, and then after that I'll call up ATP and start talking to them and say, hey, when can do a start date? I'm a little worried because I'm hearing some rumblings because there's just so much demand now for flight schools, because so many people are like, hey, let's get in and fly because it's such a great time to start now. And, the money is really pouring in now. That ATP is, I'm hearing rumblings that they're starting to require you to have a private pilot's license already before you start there, which would mean, if that's the case, then we're going to have to kind of rethink how we're going to do all this. Because the great thing with ATP is they have financing available, whereas if I have to get my private pilot on my own, I'm basically going to burn through all my savings that I was planning on using during training a little bit of, but then especially when I was doing maybe flight instructing or a low pay, low hour job. And if I eat that all up during private pilot, it's going to kind of suck, but might be what we have to do. We'll see. Anyway, take a look at our rival here.
Proceed direct, Charlie Echo Golf Romeo Mike, November 316 Golf Echo.
Look at our chart for Frizen. Coming up on Susie. Like 10,000. I'm guessing that's the floor maybe. Right here, Frizen, we're expecting 250 knots, 11,000 feet. We need to get down to 11,000 by Frizen. Is that what? Giving us not even close. So let me go into legs and set that right because we actually have a limit here. 11,000. That's going to change it. Now you can see our descent's a little bit quicker.
Continue descent 6,000, Southwest 3214.
Can do that. Pull all the way back on the throttle.
793, contact Chicago Center 128.
Nice quick descent here.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 2564 at flight level 330. Southwest 256.
Pull up my chart for our arrival, which is
maintain flight level 330.
we have ILS.
Proceed direct Johnny Victor Go.
That's 35, right. Now, ideally, the best runway would be to come in on the angle runway that cuts across the two big ones. I believe it's like 9, because the wind is going directly down that direction. But they are just giving us a 3.5, so we'll have a little bit of a crosswind. All right. Alright, so bring that chart back up. 11,000 right here. And then our upsco is we want to be about 3,000. So localizer 110.55 right there, 350 degrees final course, 2,400 feet. That parcel for our glide slope. Airport elevation 501 feet, touchdown zone 480. Missed approach, we're climbing to 1,600 feet, then climbing right turn to 4,000 directed Torak and hold. Pretty straightforward. Otherwise, we've got our minimum right here. 200 feet. I like to just go with the height. You can also put in the decision altitude. We're actually locking in here at a
November 316 Golf Echo, ready for descent.
Hear me down a little bit more.
November 316 Golf Echo, descent 17,000, altimeter 2989.
Descend 17,000, November 316 Golf Echo.
Do the decision altitude.
Southwest 2564, radar contact. Proceed direct Charlie Victor Golf. Maintain flight level 330.
We are about to serve our hot food and snack menu.
Proceed direct Charlie Victor Golf. Maintain flight level 330. Southwest 2564.
You're not going to let me go down. I'm going to have to go down with this car. Of course, now again, reality is ATC clears you, even though they did clear us on the arrival, but then they're not giving us the actual descent. So we're gonna do that, but it does get a little wonky there because in reality they should either, if they clear you on the arrival, then you get to go down to that 11,000 feet where you also need to be at 250 knots there. And the flap spoilers. Gonna go cabin pressure down to 500. Yes. Do the in-range check. Pressurization set, fuel. You know, buttery smooth for our frame rate, right? 2,365, so we burned off almost as much as we put in. Check altimeters, 29996. Set. Gas on. Radar. Weather. KS checked and cleared. Landing data. Set. And approach briefing complete.
2564, descend 17,000, altimeter 2989.
There we go, we're down to 11,000. We're a little fast at Frizzen, but just made it.
Southwest 3214, fly heading 290, continue descent 2,100. Fly heading 290, continue descent 2,100, Southwest 3214.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 1184, inbound Victor Charlie 0907, at flight level 330.
Southwest 3214, contact Indianapolis approach 124.65. 124.65.
Beautiful with these clouds.
3214. Southwest 1184, radar contact. Proceed direct Victor Charlie 0907.
Overcast 14.4 degrees Celsius. Overcast at 4,500 feet. Ceiling is 4,500 feet. I don't think that's a 4,500 feet ceiling. That seems a little bit higher. Well, I guess the ceiling is where it is above you, right? Alright, down to 2,400.
Continue descent 2,400, Skywest 5941.
$1,400. Parcel. Feels so buttery smooth now, even though basically ranging between 30 and 40 frames per second right now. It's so smooth compared to when we're flying in the Chicago area. We're down to like 10 frames per second.
Continue descent 12,000.
Feels like we're flying in a potato.
Continue descent 12,000.
Right, 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. Belt signs on.
Indianapolis Center, American 1325, inbound Echo Charlie Oscar Charlie Oscar.
10,000 foot check, APU lead set, anti-ice. Put that on. Bunch of clouds. Lights and passenger signs. Lights, landing lights on. Passenger signs on. Belt sign on. Altimeter 299ers.
November 3102 Whiskey. American 1325, radar contact. Proceed direct Echo Charlie Oscar then as filed. Maintain flight level 330.
Proceed direct Echo Go. Maintain flight level 330. American 1325.
November 3102 Whiskey, ready for descent. November 3102 Whiskey, descend 4,000. Descent 4,000, November 3102 Whiskey. November 316 Golf Echo, cleared Sierra Hotel Bravo 6, arrival.
Cleared Sierra Hotel Bravo 6, arrival, November 316 Golf Echo.
Alright, radio, let's make sure we got our 110.55 for the ILS.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 3214, at 4,400, climbing 6,000. Southwest 3214, radar contact, fly heading 360, continue climb 8,900, altimeter 2987.
Beautiful.
Flight heading 360, continue climb 8,900, Southwest 3214.
Speckling of fall colors as well.
Southwest 3214, within 3,000.
Fly over southern Indiana.
Southwest 3214. November 306 flight ahead, continue to climb 2,100.
Louisville's gonna be right over there. The Ohio River, Louisville's gonna be over there. Maybe a little bit down here more. But we're gonna be off to the west. And then we're gonna turn and come in from the south. And at a 35 right. It'll be, as I said, it'll be the runway on the right. Which will be the east side of the airport.
Runway 05 left, Southwest 3214.
Yeah, I need to make some kind of adjust the cameras, make some custom cameras that I can access without having to go into the drone camera as well.
Left heading 325, Southwest 3214.
I kind of just move this camera a little bit closer to the window so we don't get so much of it. You know, it feels so confined in here. Get a little bit further out on the wing, maybe. Still in the cabin, like we're in the cabin, but maybe almost having our face more on the window.
UPS 327, heavy.
Unfortunately, these are the only two. Cockpit, but cabin view.
Southwest 3214, continue to
Unfortunate that are like built in stock, and these are the only two windows. Like if you want to put a custom camera somewhere else, there just aren't any other cameras, any other windows actually modeled. All right. Beautiful. There's Louisville off in the distance. You can see kind of the bridges kind of just peeking into view over there. Jeffersonville, and then Louisville on Clarksville and Jeffersonville on the north side of the river, and then Louisville right there. We are looking really good. We're actually
Southwest 3214, turn right heading 335. Right heading 335, Southwest 3214.
Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Southwest 3214, turn left heading 155. Left heading 155, Southwest 3214.
Alright, going full flaps, flaps 45. We have 2,615 meters of runway. We're going to use about half of that for our landing. Alright, once we land, we'll probably exit,
Southwest 3214,
if we can exit at Gulf.
175.
Otherwise we'll probably exit at Delta 4.
Right heading 175, Southwest 3214.
Delta 4, we'll taxi all the way down, come back up November here. Really ideal. So hopefully we can get off at Gulf. Pretty hard. We probably won't get we'll probably be landing. Should hopefully touch down right around here. I don't know if we'll be able to stop in time. Gulf would be best. There's Louisville over there. There's the airport. We're off the charts, ladies.
United 732, cleared Bravo Victor Tango, Sierra Hotel Bravo 6, arrival. Cleared Bravo Victor Tango, Sierra Hotel Bravo 6, arrival, United 732.
Always a beautiful place to come in and land. Rolling hills of the area. Off to our left especially. Or off to our right, I mean.
124.65, Southwest 3214.
Hard to see them. Hey, we're at 2,400 feet. plenty of time. Now get our speed where we want to put it. Cleared us down, so we're down. Start seeing those hills. We're starting to lose the frame rate as the airport is populated with probably a ton of UPS planes parked. These rolling hills are just beautiful. Look at those. Just a beautiful approach too, because you just got the rolling hills here in Kentucky, northern Kentucky. And even more beautiful with the fall colors. Our speed.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 076, inbound Foxtrot Oscar Mike Uniform Victor, at flight level 340. Delta 076, radar contact.
Nice little grass runway right there.
Flight level 340. Proceed direct Plymouth, maintain flight level 340, Delta 1076.
We'll go flaps 1.
Skywest 5941, turn left heading 080.
Left heading 080.
For landing
Skywest
check, flight
5941.
attendant advised. Passenger signs on, thrust reverser armed. Yeah, probably shouldn't be this low yet. I think we're alright. Laps 20. I don't do the greatest job with the turns. Approaches. Runway over.
Endeavour 5025, proceed direct Julia Alpha Delta Oscar Papa. Proceed direct Julia Alpha Delta Oscar Papa, Endeavour 5025. Skywest 5941, turn right heading 085.
Right heading 085, Skywest 5941.
Skywest 5941, turn left heading 020, contact Louisville approach 132.07.
Left heading 020, 132.07, Skywest 5941. Louisville approach.
Make the
Skywest
turn, we'll
5941
drop
at
the gear.
300.
And we'll hit our approach, the ILS.
Skywest 5941, radar contact, turn left heading 330, maintain 2400, altimeter 2985.
Left heading 330, maintain 2400, Skywest 5941.
Skywest 5941, turn left heading 340, clear ILS, approach at 2400, runway 35 right, report established on localizer.
Left heading 340, cleared ILS, approach
Fast
at
45.
2400, runway 35
Landing
right,
gear
report
down.
established on localizer, Skywest 5941.
Approach, button. Yep.
Skywest 5941, established on localizer.
Skywest 5941, continue approach.
Continue approach, Skywest 5941.
Skywest 5941, contact Louisville Tower 124.2.
124.2, Skywest 5941.
Landing gear down, flaps 45 full. For landing check.
Louisville
complete.
Tower, Skywest 5941, on final, 35 right.
Skywest 5941, wind 295 degrees at 8 knots, cleared to land 35 right.
Cleared to land, 35 right, Skywest 5941.
Okay, clear to land. We'll turn on those taxi lights for that. Field in sight. Landing lights.
Louisville Tower, UPS 327, heavy, on final, 35 right. UPS 327, heavy, continue approach. Continue approach, UPS 327, heavy.
Autopilot disconnected.
500. 400.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Sorry to bother you. Would you like something to eat?
Really?
Yes, please. A bar
Really?
of chocolate would be nice. Or even two.
Really?
Of course. I'll go and get it for you now. Just give me a few minutes.
Shuffling cargo losing its mind.
200.
Kind of funny that she did that because she strapped into her. She's ready for landing.
50. 40. 30.
And at golf.
10. Minimums.
All station seats for landing, please.
I think we kind of hopped that.
Wind vacated, contact ground, 121.7.
Wind vacated, contact ground, 121.7, Skywest 5941.
UPS 327, heavy, go around. Going around, UPS 327, heavy.
Made all the way to the end of the runway. Whole thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will
Louisville ground, Skywest 5941, runway vacated with lead.
Please remain seated until
Cabin crew, please set doors to manual.
Skywest 5941, taxi to gates Alpha 4 via Lima, Kilo, Golf.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain
Taxi to
seated until
gate
the
Alpha 4
captain
via
turns off the
Lima,
seatbelt
Kilo,
sign.
Golf, Skywest
Once the passenger will
5941.
start deboarding, and you'll be able to leave the aircraft.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not very clear where that goes.
Smoking is not permitted until
Any lights off, strobe off.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today.
Strobes
Our
off.
ground crew will help you complete your self-loading cargo.
You.
For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check
Weather
out
radar
our
off so we don't fry people.
for the official self-loading cargo app. Thank you.
Not really following the taxi route, but doesn't really match up with, again, the charts. Come in here and we'll Alpha 4. Unfortunately, I don't have a chart that of a parking chart. Oh no, there it is. Or right on the other side of the. APU on, transponder off, flap 0, lights and strobes off, probes off. Alright, so we're going to do a turnaround, not today, but we'll do a turnaround, probably a half an hour turnaround, headed to Detroit. So I'm going to take down the time once we get into the gate, and we'll borrow afternoon sometime when I fly this next leg. We'll probably still start around like about 1700 Lulu time. I think about noon in Louisville. Head back up to Detroit. And after that, down to Birmingham. Longer one, 544 miles. Then Birmingham back to Chicago. Yeah, Mesa, I haven't seen a Mesa in a while. Going. Mesa in my gate? Yeah. That's my gate over. Dude, get these gates. Look at this. Look at this gate over here. What is... I mean, seems... I think we're too deep in there. The building is kind of wrong. I look at the chart and it's like, yeah, this is where it is, but kind of wishful. They don't make me. Alright, parking brake set. Top engines. Cut off. Off. There go the engine. Thrust reverser. Armed. Off.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
The door is open. Please make your way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
APU. C is available. I think that's all we need. Actually, I'll turn off this anti-ice for now.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding.
Alright, shutdown check. Chocks and brakes. Set. Electric set. Fuel feed check valve test complete. Thrust levers shut off. Seatbelts off. Anti-ice all off. Fuel pumps. Setting. Our windshield. Hydraulic pump 3A. We'll turn that off. Beacon light off. Nose wheel steering. Alright, since we're doing turnaround, we're not going to go through the terminate checklist. And once we get deboarded, we'll apply the time and we'll save that for the next flight. And it'll probably be a 15-20 minutes from that time our takeoff. Get our fuel. Why did our fuel quantity reset? Did not have done that. Where did the fuel reset? Ah, you know what happened. I left this guy on. Let's just refueled everything. Ah, crap. Alright, well, last I looked, it was kind of... I can actually grab it from the video, but I think we were around 20... I'm going to say we're probably down to 2100.
Passengers deported.
I'll check on the video, though. I know close to landing we were in that area. I think it reset because I forgot to turn off the fueling panel there. See if we can get the passengers off. Now, in real life, I believe this is actually a gate. Might just be a parking. I'm wondering if in real life there's just like a door right here too, because it's so close to the terminal. Don't need a bus. All right, let's review the flight. Real issues there coming out of Chicago. Landing rate -83. I feel like we got a little bit of a hop as well. Boarded the one. You can see we just at the runway. I wanted to get off the Gulf, but yeah, that's not really realistic. -83 feet per minute. Nice. Flight time 49 minutes. Block time of 1 hour and 9 minutes. 292 nautical miles. Fuel 1380. We can actually get math there, figure out what our final fuel was. Bus.
Hi, Captain.
Just as the rain starts to come in. Unfortunately, on the turnaround tomorrow, we probably won't be able to enjoy the rain because the weather will be different tomorrow, and I'm using live weather. All right, so let's see. We had
All passengers have left the plane.
3,410. That's what we started with, and we burned 1380. Sure, I can do that math in my head. Pop over the calculator. Can't think. 3,410 minus gives us 2030. So I was close. I said 2,100. Actually 2030. And that's what we will put in for fuel tomorrow afternoon. Or I'll put that all in. I'll make sure we get everything set up and ready to go. And maybe we'll have some rain coming down tomorrow afternoon. We can deal with that. As we take off from Louisville going right. Thanks for coming along on this flight. Again, I am recording these streams and I'm going to be re-uploading them a little bit later. Maybe adding in some extra things, but probably not. Just maybe just get a better quality and all. All right. So thanks a lot for coming along. Let me get a little bit going. I will see you. Actually, if you're watching live right now, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, which I believe is 1200 Zulu time. We'll be flying from Macau down to Manila, Philippines in the A20 Neo. So see you then. Until then, good night and happy flying.